Hello guys, welcome back. And in the last video we have created the user login screen. Now in this video we will create a one more singleton class to store user data. We will store the user data who is currently logged in. So come inside your Android Studio project, and here we will create a new class. So right click new, and we can give it a name, shared preference manager. We will store the data in shared preference, or to make it quick, just copy the request handler class which we created in the previous videos and paste it here, and change the name shared preference manager. Now this time we don't need a request queue, so delete this one as well, and both these methods. So we have the singleton class shared preference manager, and here we will create a method public boolean user login, and while login we will pass some parameters. So we need to store id, username and email. We will not store password. So define id, username, email. Now we will create shared preferences. So first define a constant here, private static final string shared preference name, and write any string here, my shared pref 12. Now public static final private static final string key username, and same for email and id. Key username, key user email and key user id. Change these as well. Now come inside this user login method and create a shared preference here. So we can write shared preferences equals to this context object. We will take help from this context object dot get shared preferences, and we will write the shared preferences name. So we have already defined the variable, so write shared preference name, and we can give mode to private, context dot mode private. This means only this application can access this shared preference. So that's it. Now we will create an editor, shared preferences dot editor equals to shared preferences dot edit. Now we will put all these values in the editor. So put editor dot put ent. Now apply the changes on the editor, and that's it. And finally return true. So we have our user login method. Now we will need one more method, whether the user is logged in or not. So we will define public boolean is logged in. Now again we can check from shared preferences that user is logged in or not. So write shared preferences, the same thing, The only difference is this time we don't need an editor. Now we will check if shared preferences dot get string and we'll pass the key, username, and the default value we will write null is not equals to null. Now this line will return, this method will return username, and if the username is not available it will return null. So if it is not equals to none, that means some username is stored in the shared preferences and that means user is logged in. But if it returns null, that means user is not logged in. So we can return true here, that means user is logged in, and we can return false here, that means user is not logged in. So we have the user login method, we have is logged in method, we need one more method which is for logout. So write public boolean logout. For logout again we will create the same, let me copy it to make it quick, and we will need editor as well, and this time we will clear the editor and apply the changes and return true. Now this will remove all the values from the editor and save it. So if we will not have any values in shared preference, that means user is logged out. So we have the class to make user login, check user login, and make user logout. So that's it for this video, and in the next video we will learn how we will use this class. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe to my channel if you are liking the videos, and I will see you in the next video.